track now as we come down to the last few laps of the race. It is Richard Petty trying to put a move on Cale Yarborough. Richard, they've actually made contact.
They're rubbing all the way around the corner. They're side by side. Their tires are smoking. The bodywork's in contact with each other. Look at that. They're leaning against each other as they come down the backstretch. The crowd are on their feet cheering, and it's not out there. Dale Earnhardt's not out of this picture either. He could almost have sneaked through there also, but Richard Petty is now in the lead. But what a move. An incredibly courageous move. Let's see it again in slow motion. Going into turn one, he moves up on Cale Yarborough. Yarborough did not move down. It was Richard who made the move, and he then gets the car really leaning against the Yarborough car. The smoke that you're seeing is tire smoke, bodywork touching tires as they go around there. What an amazing move.
I don't believe I've ever seen Richard Petty more aggressive. Perhaps it has gotten under his skin that he hasn't won here more often. But right now he loses the lead once again to Cale Yarborough and drops back into second, and always there, waiting in the background, hoping that one of these two is going to make a mistake, is Dale Earnhardt in car number 15.
Well, Cale Yarborough now really has to thread the needle. He's not allowed to make any mistakes because there's two men right at his heels, but he's certainly been pressed into possibly making a mistake by Richard Petty because of this aggressive driving that Richard's doing, and I must say that it is the first time that I've ever seen Richard Petty literally aggressive on the racetrack. He's always been a smooth, clean, calculated driver. Now he seems almost too intense. It's quite amazing as they come out of turn 4. And he's got more contact again. He's in contact. He touched the back of Yarborough's car. He seems to be moving cars all over the racetrack to just make his way.
Well, J.D. McDuffie caught the brunt of that one in car number 70, one of the slower cars, forced almost out on the infield. Richard Petty pursuing Cale Yarborough. You'll remember when we began our program today, we showed you the race 2 years ago when Terry Labonte got through after a mishap to the top three ahead of him, and perhaps the strategy here. Oh, look at the bumping again.
Once again, I just can't believe it. The racetrack is very bumpy up there, and here we see a replay of that coming out of turn 4. This is partly the draft that does this. The air turbulence affects it, but certainly Richard Petty really came in contact with Cale Yarborough. It was an amazing piece of driving by Yarborough, even more amazing to save that because he could surely have spun off in front of the other cars. And of course, Earnhardt could easily have slipped through there too. He's still in this race. A real chance here. But look at the tire smoke. That's Richard Petty. The white flag is out. They've only got one lap to go, but Richard Petty's car got very loose in the rear end. The back end went out. The tire smoke was there. And did you see it again? The same tire smoke. Honestly, it doesn't look to me now as if Richard Petty can catch him. He's just given them too much racetrack.
Cale Yarborough must be breathing a little easier right now. He saw that happening in his rear vision mirror as he comes around. He's coming around to turn number 4, and he will get the checkered flag. It doesn't look like Richard Petty's going to be able to do it today. Everybody standing, waving on Cale Yarborough, his 5th Southern 500 victory. The two closest to him are Bobby Allison and David Pearson, each with 3. So he's put quite a distance between them. What an honor. So Cale Yarborough is our winner. Second place goes to Richard Petty. Third to Dale Earnhardt. And 4th, Bill Elliott. We'll return in just a moment to talk with the winner, Cale Yarborough. Plus, an update on what's happening today in the sports world. And the conclusion of the International Gymnastics Championships from Rome.
If A.J. Foyt is watching, he's jealous, you know?
Well, I hope everybody in the world is, Chris. This Valvoline Buick Rants are good all day, and, you know, that's 5 of them. Nobody else has come close.
I know that. Cale, what do you think Richard Petty had for breakfast?
I don't know, but he was strong, but he wasn't quite strong enough.
What about this down here on your left front tire? Petty blue paint. All these marks on the side of your car. You know, you'd be like a professional wrestler, what?
That's Darlington battle stripes.
So another Southern 500 goes into the record books. Bill Fleming, Jackie Stewart, and Chris Economaki saying so long.